The room is quiet, bathed in the dim glow of a nightlight, just enough to cast long, wavering shadows across the walls. The child lies still, wrapped in blankets, listening to the familiar creaks of the house settling around them. Then, beneath the usual sounds of the night, something else emerges. A faint, irregular scraping, like claws dragging slowly across the wooden floor beneath the bed. At first, the child dismisses it. Maybe it's just the wind rattling the window, or the old pipes groaning in the walls. They hold their breath, waiting, and for a moment, the sound stops. Relief washes over them, until it starts again, this time with a deliberate rhythm, as if whatever is down there is testing the space, exploring its boundaries. Heart pounding, the child leans over the edge of the bed, peering into the darkness below. The nightlight doesn't reach far enough. The space under the bed is a black void. They squint, straining to see movement, but nothing is there. Just dust, a forgotten toy, and the unsettling feeling that the air is thicker down there, colder. They pull back, curling into themselves, trying to rationalize it. It's nothing, just my imagination. But as they settle back onto the pillow, the noise returns. Softer now, almost teasing. A slow, deliberate scritch, like something sharp tracing the underside of the mattress, right beneath them. The child doesn't sleep well that night, and though they don't know it yet, the thing under the bed has only just begun to play. The second night is worse. The child goes to bed with unease still coiled in their stomach, the memory of last night's scratching fresh in their mind. They leave the nightlight on, as always, but tonight its glow seems weaker, flickering occasionally, as if something is playing with the current. The room feels different. The air is heavier, like the darkness itself is pressing down. At first, there's nothing, just silence. The child clutches the blankets, ears straining, waiting. Then, movement. A shadow, thick and liquid black, shifts beneath the bed. Not just a trick of the light, not just a blur from tired eyes. It crawls, slow and deliberate, like a stain spreading across the floorboards. The child freezes. Their breath comes shallow, quick. They want to scream, to call for their parents, but their voice is locked in their throat. The shadow pulses, as if breathing. Then, a sound. Not scraping this time, but a whisper. Not words, not quite, but something close. A wet, clicking murmur, like a voice heard through water. Trembling, the child forces themselves to look over the edge of the bed again. The nightlight casts just enough glow to see the space below. Empty. But the moment they pull back, the whispering comes again, louder now. A sigh, a chuckle, and then the smell, rotting. Sweet and sour at once, like spoiled meat left too long in the sun. The child yanks the covers over their head, squeezing their eyes shut. They don't sleep. They just lie there, heart hammering, listening to the thing beneath them move. By morning, the room is still. The nightlight burns steady. The child almost convinces themselves it was a dream. Almost. The third night is when the thing stops pretending. The child no longer believes it's their imagination. They've spent the day exhausted, jumping at shadows, dreading bedtime. But sleep is inevitable, and so they climb under the covers once more, this time with a flashlight clenched in their fist, its beam cutting a shaky path through the dark. The nightlight is gone now. They don't remember unplugging it. At first, the room is silent, too silent. No creaks, no wind, no hum of appliances, just the child's own heartbeat, loud in their ears. Then, a breath, not theirs. It comes from beneath the bed, slow, deliberate, a wet, rattling inhale like lungs filled with something thick. The child doesn't move, doesn't dare. Their fingers tighten around the flashlight, but they can't bring themselves to turn it toward the edge of the bed. Because deep down they know, if they look, they'll see something looking back. Then, contact. A brush of something cold and leathery against the fingertips of their dangling hand. The child jerks back with a gasp, scrambling against the headboard. The flashlight rolls from their grip, hitting the floor with a clatter, its beam spinning wildly before settling, illuminating the space under the bed in a stark, unforgiving light. For one heartbeat, two, there's nothing. Then, a hand, or something like a hand. Long fingers, too many joints, the skin stretched tight over bone. It flexes, claws clicking against the floorboards before sliding back into the dark. The child doesn't scream. They can't. The sound dies in their throat, strangled by pure primal terror. The flashlight flickers, dies. In the sudden dark, something laughs. The fourth night is when the rules change. The child hasn't slept since the touch. Their parents have noticed the dark circles under their eyes, the way they flinch at sudden movements. But when they mumble about something under the bed, they're met with tired sighs. Just a nightmare, their mother says. You're too old for this, their father grumbles. So the child returns to their room, armed with nothing but desperation. They've pushed toys and books under the bed in a pathetic barricade, as if crayons and stuffed animals could keep the thing at bay. They know it won't help. They do it anyway. Then, night falls. The room is pitch black. No nightlight, no flashlight, no moon through the curtains. Just suffocating darkness. The child lies rigid under the covers, every muscle locked tight, listening. Not from under the bed this time. From inside it. The child's breath stops. Their blood turns to ice, because they realize the thing isn't just beneath them anymore. It's in the bed. The mattress shifts, the springs groaning under an unseen weight. Something presses against the child's back, not a hand, not a claw, but the unmistakable shape of a body curling against theirs. A slow, deliberate mimicry of an embrace. The sheets rustle as it moves closer, its breath hot, rancid, wet, ghosting over the child's neck. The fifth night is silent. No scraping, no whispers, no rustling of claws against wood. The child lies awake in perfect stillness, staring at the ceiling with hollow eyes. They don't bother clutching a blanket or holding their breath. They already know. Tonight, the thing isn't under the bed, it's waiting. The parents, oblivious, kiss their child goodnight and shut the door. The house settles, the clock ticks, and then a creak, not from the bed, from the closet. The child doesn't turn their head, doesn't need to. They can feel it watching from the slatted doors, its breath fogging the wood. The air grows thick, tasting of copper and damp earth. The nightlight, plugged back in, brighter than ever, flickers once, twice, then goes dark. In the blackness, the closet door groans open, slow, deliberate. The child doesn't scream. They already tried that. No one came. Something wet drags across the floor, a sound like cracking knuckles, but louder, hungrier. The child finally turns their head, just in time to see the thing unfold itself from the closet, its limbs too long, its grin too wide, its eyes reflecting nothing at all. It crawls, not fast, not slow, inevitably. The child doesn't fight when the mattress dips, doesn't flinch when the thing's fingers, cold, so cold, brush their cheek. They just close their eyes. The last thing they hear is a chuckle, soft, almost tender, before the thing wraps around them like smoke, like a second skin, like a mother pulling a child into an embrace. When the parents open the door the next morning, the bed is empty, the sheets are ice cold, and the nightlight is gone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one. Bye for now.